Hello everybody, this is Stonewall, and today I'm doing something just a little bit different. And the reason for that is because most of the time whenever I try to talk about pros and cons in a game, or really anything in detail while I'm playing, it doesn't work out very good. So I recorded a little bit of gameplay and tried to get a couple of these things in there. But this is a few things that I would like to see fixed between the beta and the launch, or even during the beta. But of course I'm talking about Call of Duty World War II. I'm playing the beta now, and the reason you haven't seen anything until now is because I'm playing on Xbox. So we kind of get abandoned a little bit. I got my Xbox One the year right as they were switching over to PlayStation having the advantage there. So kind of frustrating for me because I don't really have the money to go out and just buy a PlayStation, and none of my friends are on PlayStation. So anyways, don't mean to rant about that, but let's get into a few things that I'd like to see fixed in the beta. So one of the biggest things is it is way too easy to shoot through the walls. And I think I might have actually been killed by a grenade through walls. The symbol was black and it still killed me. And a couple of my friends I was playing with last night also had the same issue. So I'll probably put in a clip of me using a machine gun and shooting through about a foot thick rock wall. It's ridiculous. And I've shot through at some really weird angles that would probably add up to about an 18-inch penetration. It's a little bit over the top there. The next thing is the semi-autos. I'm a little bit disappointed. I can understand to some degree, but so far I haven't been able to spam any of them. I've got a really good trigger finger, and the last two Call of Duties have not been friendly to me. It's weird that the last gun that I was actually able to get a really good fire rate out of was the EPM3 from Advanced Warfare. Now I haven't played with the M1 carbine yet. I haven't played enough to unlock it, so that might be a little bit better, but the fire rate cap on semi-autos is just painful for me. So the next thing, the weapons that tend to lead right now in Call of Duty, and it's been this way probably for Infinite Warfare and now for World War II, might have even been some in Black Ops 3, I just didn't really notice that much. But SMGs are the king when it comes to just slaying. There's not a whole lot you can do against them because of sprint out times and everything. They have a huge advantage. I mean, you about get cross-mapped with some of these, and of course a lot of people are looking at the PPSH and wondering when it gets a nerf, because it's a very high fire rate, very low recoil. I was taking people out medium range and barely having to adjust my aim at all with it. So I don't know what they would need to do to balance SMGs and assault rifles, because assault rifles should be your medium to even a little bit longer range. They should really have the advantage there, but a lot of times the SMGs are still winning the gunfights. And I know players, everybody is different, so you can't completely blame the weapons, and it could just be that the good players are just using the good guns, which is where you get the term tryhard from. And I'm running into that a little bit in Infinite Warfare while I'm trying to grind out sniper headshots. It's a bit of a pain whenever you go to snipe somebody at pretty long range and they take you out with their SMG. It's kind of frustrating. And then the last thing was one that I ran into while I was recording. So in the expeditionary division, you start off with 4 incendiary rounds if you're running a shotgun. Well, with the toggle action, it has a 6-round magazine, and it's a box magazine, so you can reload it fairly quickly. It's also semi-automatic. I noticed that I would fire the first 4 rounds and not be able to reload. All the incendiary rounds were gone because the next time I fired was a standard round, but I was not able to reload. I would have had to waste a shot or something like that, I guess, to be able to get it to reload. So I'm assuming that is not working as intended. I can understand not being able to just do a normal reload while you've got the incendiary shells there, because if you just drop that mag, then you wouldn't have the incendiary shells selected anymore. The other thing was I wasn't able to hit left on the D-pad because there were no incendiary shells to take out, so it was kind of a weird place to get stuck, and you'll probably see that in the gameplay. But anyways, that was just my list of a couple of things I'd love to see fixed with the beta. It feels... So the game does feel pretty good. There do seem to be a few hit detection issues maybe. Not 100% sure on that, and it's hard to test some of it without being able to go into a private lobby and doing it. One of the biggest things is, or when it's the most noticeable, is in the kind of highlight reel at the end of the match. Whenever it goes into slow motion, you can definitely tell that either there's an issue with it going to slow motion, there's an issue with the hit markers, or there's an issue with the point of aim and where the enemy actually is. Sometimes the killing shots pop up not even on the model of the person they're shooting at. So I don't know what they would have to do to fix that, and it could be partly connection related, but it just feels just a little bit off, and I know it's beta and there's a lot that can be changed, and that's what I'm hoping for. So anyways, this is Stonewall signing off, and I'll see you in another video.